Monka es.
Of course he will. He wants you to be well, as do I.
I know, sir.
And how is Mr. Barnett?
Right now, I imagine he's lugging a ton of fish around and wishing he were down the pub. Used to be, he wished he were home with me.
Mary, if you are struggling, I know the Hope Town shelter would be happy to receive you. They have helped many women in their time of need.
Oh no. I'd only be taking bread from the mouths of those who need it more. Besides, I've got a job, sir. I'm a seamstress.
That is splendid news, Mary. Well done. I hope you apply yourself diligently.
Would you believe it? Today's my first day, sir. I can't be late.
Remember, Mary, our door is always open.
Deswegen gehe ich jetzt auch. So. Aufgaben sind bestimmt bloß noch die Zettel verteilen, oder? Verteile die Handzettel. KK. Gesprächsoption hatten wir erst den Hafen. Oh, kann ich...
Here is one now! Come from within the church whence they weep for a dead whore!
Don't talk about Polly like that. She were a brickish bonnet.
Begone, harlot, for ye are arrayed in the whore's colour, and have drunk deep from the golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness in her fornication.
Was für ein Spinner. Okay, mit denen kann ich nicht reden. Dann gehen wir hier nochmal auf den mittleren Platz. Oh. Komm her, komm her. Nein, 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 nein.
They're for an exhibition. Don't chaff me. I need the money.
You know me too well. I may as well have one. Who knows? I might find myself an old song or two in those dusty books.
Müsste man halt sehen, wie viel man verteilen muss. Ob es jetzt Sinn macht, noch an den Hafen zu gehen. Liedblatt. Beethoven Sonate, Klaviersonate Nummer 14 von Ludwig von Beethoven. Wäre halt cool, wenn man die sich auch anhören könnte.
They're for an exhibition. Don't ask.
You know I can't go, but I'll hide it in my top drawer for you. Thanks for thinking of me, Mary.
Kann ich da auch noch einen geben? Nee. Oder hier dem Kopf vielleicht, hä? Nee. Hier drin dem Kopf.
All right, miss. My apologies, but there'll be no time for chatting today. The force is stretched right thin, what with this horrid business. Please offer a statement, or I must ask you to leave.
What horrid business?
You mean you haven't heard? Well, last night... Oh, there I go again. No, caught myself this time, didn't I? Oh, I think I'll be right proud. Please, leave if you have no statement to make, miss. Good day. Bet you haven't guessed, but I've got a bit of a loose tongue.
Schade, ich dachte, wenn ich ihn nochmal anquatsche, dann verquatscht er sich wieder. Oh Gott, bin ich müde.
Interest you in an exhibition on King Arthur?
What on earth do you expect me to do with that? Toss him in the water for all I care, but you can fuck off with that rubbish. I lived here when I was young, you know.
Here, don't you look like the spit of my daughter? Come back from the grave to haunt this old moke, eh?
Ach so. Gar nicht mitgekriegt.
I see you have no more pamphlets. I trust all went well.
habe sie in die Themse geworfen.
Practically biting my hand off they were, sir, to look at them.
Excellent! Whitechapel's prodigal sons and daughters are soon to return. Now, such valuable work must not go unrewarded.
Thank you, sir. I shall be glad to help again in the future if you have need of it.
I shall keep that in mind, Mary Jane. I see you admiring my latest purchase. I wonder, do you happen to recognize the language in which the text is written?
Wenn ich wüsste, was du meinst, dann könnte ich da eventuell...
Ooh, looks like Welsh to me, sir.
Well done. It is in fact an ancient dialect, not spoken anymore.
What's it about, if I might ask?
You are familiar with the tales of King Arthur?
A little. My gran used to tell me stories.
Many have told the tale down through the ages. Malory, de Troyes, most recently Tennyson. This book contains one of the earliest and least known versions. Rather primitive, but that is to be expected. Would you like to hear it?
Please, sir.
Why, Mary Jane, can there not be more people like you in this world? The tale begins long ago, in a time of darkness and war, when prophecy foretold that from the chaos would rise a great king named Arthur and his mighty court at Camelot. From far and wide came the bravest of warriors, each pledging their swords to defend the kingdom's glory and ensure peace forevermore across its lands. And from among these warriors there stood one, braver and more glorious than all the rest, Sir Lancelot du Lac, heralded the greatest knight of his age. But while all admired the valiant star in their midst, there was a fiery passion that burned deep within another's heart. Alas, Queen Guinevere knew it to be wrong, and fought to keep her desire hidden, until one day she could not bear the agony any longer, and confessed all. To the Queen's surprise, Lancelot did not chide her words, but instead wept, for in his eternal goodness he had not felt a purer love in all his years, and swore to keep Guinevere's secret until his last breath. Tragedy was almost averted that day, were it not for another who watched from the shadows. It was the sorceress Morgana, Arthur's exiled kin. She too yearned deeply, but not for love. Her prize was the crown upon her brother's head and the title of queen his birth had long denied her. So, that very night, she went transformed to Arthur's chamber, whispering to him her wicked tale. Plagued thereafter was the king with dreadful visions, not of ghouls and ghosts and monstrous fiends, but of friends and lovers committing treachery most foul. Upon his waking, Arthur's torment did not end, for he knew in his heart a nightmarish truth had been revealed. The wretched couple was summoned before the king, who, in such pain, could not bear their presence any longer, and declared them outcast, never again to step foot within Camelot's walls. News of this great turmoil quickly spread throughout the realm, and the dark forces, long defeated, stirred once more. And so, Morgana's evil plan was almost done, as she woke dormant terrors to rain down fire on Arthur's fallen kingdom. Finally, the scheming sorceress was poised to take the crown and rule as Camelot's eternal queen. But a deathly shriek cut her triumph short, and with haste Morgana flew to whence the dreaded noise had come. On a bed of ash she found